Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I want to talk to you about rejection. Yes, and if you are a guy, well, there is a very good chance that you've been rejected. Yep, it happened to me, it probably happened to you, and it happens to millions of guys every single day around the world. So I want to talk about a specific kind of rejection which sometimes hurts more than others, and that is a rejection by a beautiful woman. Yeah, especially one of those that kind of keeps you awake at night, and the next morning you kind of think to yourself, why did I do that? Why? And you're still feeling inside like you shouldn't have been doing that. You kind of regret almost approaching this woman, and you kind of tell to yourself, yeah, I'm not doing that ever again. And it kind of stops you from progressing with getting better at women, because you have one really bad experience that kind of sticks in your mind and makes you more anxious the next time that you want to approach a woman, and it might prevent you from even going up to a girl. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to remove the fear of rejection from your approaches, specifically the methods that you can implement right now so that you don't feel anxious anymore and you're not afraid of rejection. So to learn about how to get over rejection and how to stop fearing it, we first must understand why rejection happens in the first place. Why do women reject men? There are a lot of reasons why women might reject men. Okay, so we're going to be going over them, and I want to specifically talk to you about 5. Reason number 1 why a girl might reject you. You said something wrong. Okay, you're not a professional. You haven't been doing this every day for 6 hours a day. You've got a life you got to lead, unlike clearly myself, and you simply don't approach that many women. So when you do approach, you finally do take that step, your social skills are just not warmed up yet. You might be stuttering, or you might come across as somebody who wants something. So you're not somebody who provides value, you're somebody who tries to really take something from her. You're coming across as if you actually need her to say yes. You shouldn't need anything from this girl in this interaction. This should be completely natural, completely normal. You're not asking for anything. She doesn't feel like you want something from her, and she actually enjoys being in interaction. She enjoys your approach. So the first thing you're doing is you're coming across in a wrong way. Okay, so how do you come across in a better way? Well, you have a clear state of mind and you feel that you are giving her the opportunity to talk to you. She is gonna get the opportunity to meet you, and what a fucking amazing guy you are. You're doing her a favor right now, okay? She is meeting a cool, fun guy, and who she's gonna be able to have fun with. So this is the mindset that you should have during every approach. You shouldn't be thinking, oh my god, she's gonna reject me. You should be thinking, she's gonna meet a really fun fucking guy right now. So how do you get better at doing this? Well, you go out and you approach more women. You really have to approach more women so that you get more comfortable with talking to them, and you really get out of your own way and out of your own mind. It's the only way to get better. Through practice. So go out and practice, okay? Reason number 2 why she's rejecting you. You are playing a character, my friend. If you are playing a character, if you're somebody who just saw a video, an Infield footage, and you saw a line that you like, and you say it in the exact way that a coach has said it, right? If you're not putting yourself across, you're trying to become the coach, you're trying to impersonate his style and his personality, and you're not being genuine to yourself, well, she's gonna know. She's gonna pick up on that straight away, and well, she's not gonna be interested in someone who's not being truthful. You're gonna be looking like a player, and not even a good one, okay? Because you're impersonating someone. You're not being yourself. You're trying to be someone else. And the whole point of good game is to show yourself in the way that you are with your friends and the way that you are when you're relaxed, you know, in a fun environment with people that you enjoy. So you're trying to show that side of you. You're not trying to show a coach that you've just seen, okay, in his lines. You are there to be yourself, okay? Don't try to be someone else. Otherwise, a girl will pick up on that and she won't be interested. Reason number 3, she's in a rush, okay? If you're doing day game, well, guess what? Girls have their own lives, right? They're not just there waiting for you to approach them, they're actually going somewhere, right? If you're approaching a girl and it's 2-3 p.m. in the afternoon, well, guess what? She's going somewhere. She's not just walking around aimlessly, right? So maybe she's actually rushing for a bus or a train, or she's meeting someone, a friend, and she's late. Girls take their time when they're getting ready. So a lot of the time when they're rushing somewhere, it's actually because they are late. So if a girl rejects you because of that reason, well, don't take it personally. She's not rejecting you. She just needs to get going, okay? And listen, if you really like this girl, if you find her really attractive, you can push, okay? So you can actually be persistent. You can show persistency, okay? So you could actually create her, you know, situation into a fun little scenario. So if she says she's in a rush, you could be like, why? Have you stolen something? Is the police chasing you? Because I'm actually a police officer, and if you are, then I'm gonna have to arrest you. No joke. So you're gonna tell me. You're gonna stay right here and talk to me for at least a minute so that I know that you're not a criminal. Okay? And you make it a fun, playful scenario. You give her a reason to stay. You make it fun. You know, you're not serious about the whole thing. You know she's in a rush, and you make it a fun little scenario. And you don't drag out the conversation, you know. You can also be direct in a situation like this, so that if a girl is really in a rush, you can just be like, well, look, I mean, you're really cute. I just saw you, had to risk my life running after you, crossing the street and trying to dodge the people. You know, it was like an obstacle course just to get to you. So, I mean, you know, we should really exchange like Instagram or something, so you know, so I know that you are not a serial killer. And then we can go from there. And you know, if she finds that amusing and if she finds it fun and you don't say it in a needy way, then you know, you could still get an Instagram and then you could take it from there and get to know the girl. But again, if a girl is in a rush and she does not stop, she doesn't give you a second's attention, it's fine. Don't take it personally. Reason number 4 why a girl might say no and reject you. And I know this is going to be hard to hear, but guess what? She is taken. If a girl tells you that she is taken, well, yeah, a lot of the times they might be actually just saying that so they can get out of the interaction, but also a lot of times they are taken. And they are loyal girls, okay? And that is all that we as guys can wish for. A loyal woman, okay? A good woman. So if she says she has a boyfriend or a husband or a girlfriend, well, guess what? Sometimes she does. And you have to take that on board. If you're doing day game, you're going to be coming across a lot of women with boyfriends and who are in relationships. You know, I constantly seem to be getting girls who are in relationships with women, who are married to women. I don't know what it is. But you got to realize that that's going to happen to you, and you got to just move on. You got to just take that as a funny little interaction and go on to the next one. Okay? She's not rejecting you per se. She doesn't know you, so she cannot reject you. She's not rejecting your personality. She's just taken. Or she's just busy, rushing somewhere. She's not actually rejecting you. She's just taken. Remember that. And the final reason that I want to talk to you guys about in terms of rejection is there are no commonalities, okay? You guys know how this goes. You are speaking to someone and there is just no commonality. There are no common interests. There is nothing to talk about. Conversation just doesn't flow. It's a little bit awkward and it just doesn't feel right. You know, there's no vibing. You don't vibe with the girl. It just doesn't go anywhere. And the girl doesn't really put much effort into the interaction. it's just not an interaction that you should be giving your energy into if you can see that you actually have no commonalities with this girl. I mean, imagine you're talking to a guy and you're trying to become friends with him and you realize that you guys are like completely different people. Like there is nothing interesting about this person to you, and to him there is nothing interesting about you. You know, there is just no commonality. Do you still try to make friends with him? No, you're probably polite to him, but it's not like you guys are going to keep hanging out and become best friends. Okay, you're gonna go your separate ways. So if you meet a woman and you try to make a conversation and she's just not giving you anything, and she just isn't the kind of person that you enjoy spending time with, and you're not the kind of person she enjoys spending time with, move on. If she says she has a boyfriend, move on, okay? Don't take it personally. Again, just because you're not vibing with her doesn't mean that you're not going to vibe with anyone else. There are plenty of women out there who will enjoy your personality and who you will get along with a lot easier and a lot better than with that particular person. So, move on. Okay, so how do we get over rejection? And I'm talking about those rejections where they really hurt. Like the ones where you're thinking to yourself, why the hell did I say that? Or you just wake up the next morning and you still feel it and you're thinking about it and you can't get it out of your head. How do we get over that? And there are 2 specific methods that you can implement right now in order to remove fear of rejection and to stop feeling anxious during your approaches. Method number 1. Practice makes perfect, okay? And I know a lot of people will tell you that, but guess what? It really does. You have to go out there and approach women. You have to get rejected, okay? Not every girl is gonna be open to your approach. Not every girl is gonna like you. You're not gonna like every single girl that you go up and talk to, okay? You're sometimes gonna actually think, I don't really want to be with this girl, and you wanna get out of the interaction, right? There are gonna be instances like this. So you gotta go into these interactions open-minded, with confidence, and realize that rejection is part of the game, okay? Everybody gets rejected. The top coaches out there, who've been doing this for years, they still sometimes get rejected. Not every woman is always going to be attracted to you. Not every woman is going to be attracted to me. You got to understand that and take that on board. Some people are just not meant to be with one another. They have different personalities. They live in different worlds. So don't take rejection personally, because it is not personal, especially if you've spoken to a girl for like 30 seconds. I mean, what does she actually know about you? She's not rejecting you per se, she's just rejecting the approach. So remember, rejection in a cold approach is not personal. Don't take it personally, don't think about it, remove it, and just go up in your state and just keep approaching. If you get rejected and start thinking about it, well, it's going to weigh on you and you're going to go down. But if you remove it and you go straight into a different approach, you keep that momentum going, that's when you're going to get really, really good at game, because you're going to remove that, negative mindset and the negative spiral that you got going on inside your head after a rejection, because you've simply got no time to do that. You're already in another approach. So approach a lot and approach quickly. Don't take rejection personally. That's method number 1. Method number 2, and this is something that you can do especially if you're a beginner. Imagine that you get rejected. Right now you got rejected, okay? I want you to think about the rejection from another person's perspective, okay? Somebody else who's just seen this, it was a really bad rejection. The girl just turned around, walked away, and just said, no, I'm not interested, get out of here. It's bad. It is a bad rejection, okay? I want you to think about how hilarious and how funny that must have looked, okay? And I want you to realize that nobody is actually judging you. Nobody cares about your approach. Nobody is actually prohibiting you from doing this, and nobody cares. This is a very personal experience between you and the girl. There aren't like 15 guys watching you do this, okay? They're doing their own thing, right? They're approaching their own girls, or at least they're thinking about doing it. Some of them are not. And they're having their own lives and their own interactions. They're going places, you know? Nobody's watching this. This isn't on live TV, you know? This isn't a reality TV show. Nobody's putting this on camera. This is just you and the girl. So stop being afraid of being judged during your approach. Nobody's judging what you're saying. This is just you and the girl. So think about it like that. Don't think about other people judging you. It's a completely natural thing you're doing, and rejection is a completely normal thing that occurs every single day. You know, people get rejected in job interviews. After a person gets rejected in a job interview, do you see the person just going, I won't ever find another job again. I guess it's time to give up forever and, you know, live off of my family and friends. No, you know, the person goes out and goes for another job. Okay, this is how you have to think about it. It is not a personal thing. Nobody's judging you, and you're going out there and you're approaching as many women as you can to realize that rejection is not going to cause you more pain. You know, actually what causes you more pain and suffering is not going up to a girl and thinking and knowing that you could have gone up there and made the girl's day. Okay guys, I know that was a long video, a lot of information there for you guys to process and to think about, and I'm gonna actually leave you with a rejection that I had, and I want you to specifically look at the way that I handle it and how I kind of keep myself in a positive state of mind even after I was rejected. Okay, I want you to kind of have the same mindset as I do during my approaches. So without further ado, check it out.
Go to the gym.
Yeah.
But this is so romantic. Like, how many guys stop you in the street like this, and in such an incredible fashion, like I did?
I know, I have to go to the gym.
You have to go to the gym. Oh my god! Oh my, you're breaking my heart.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll get over it
Okay,
in like
it's
5
nice to
seconds.
meet you.
Anyway, take care.